The Coast of Maine. Well, we're back in Rockport now. We could talk a lot more about Maine and the mid-coast, or Andre the Seal, but let's talk about something that's more dear to our hearts, or more like our stomachs. Benjamin, what you got there? I've got donut holes. Okay, I brought these two donut holes because this is where Captain Hanson Gregory lived. And he invented the donut hole. Benjamin, he didn't invent that kind of donut hole. He invented the hole in the donut. Okay, Smarty Pants, you know how he invented it? Yep. Donuts used to look like this, and the middle wouldn't cook properly. So they put nuts in it, or nothing at all. Or sometimes it would be raw inside, and he didn't like nuts. So he asked the cooks to cut out the middle, and he liked it that way. Well, I have a different version of the story. So this is the version that I like. When he was in the middle of a storm on the coast, he stuck the donut on the wheel so he could use both hands. And then he could steer it. And he thought that was a great idea to get out the middle. Well, I know. Let's go find out the story from his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. I'm not sure if it's that many greats, but let's just say an direct ancestor. Let's go. But first, let's eat these donuts. We're visiting Miss Debbie, and she is Captain Hanson Gregory's great-great-granddaughter. Can you tell us how Captain Hanson Gregory discovered the donut hole?
Yes, I can. There are several accounts of that, but as part of the family lore, we know that one day his cook when he was on his boat he had him use the top of the tin of pepper can, and he cut a hole in the dough.
Well, I guess it was about 47, when I was 16, that I was aboard ship and discovered that hole, which was later to revolutionize the donut industry. I first shipped aboard the Isaac Akon, 3-masted schooner, and it was on one of these cruises that I was mauling donuts. Now in them days, we used to cut the donuts into diamond shapes, and also into long strips. I don't think we called them donuts then. They were just fried cakes and twisters. Well, sir, they used to fry all right round the edges, but when you had the edges done, the insides was all raw dough. Well, I says to myself, why wouldn't the space inside solve the difficulty? Then I got an inspiration, a great inspiration. I took the cover off the ship's tin pepper box, and I cut in the middle of that donut, the first hole ever seen by mortal eyes. Well, sir, them donuts was the finest I ever tasted. That cruise over, I went home to my old mother and father in Camden, Maine, where I was born. I says to her, let me make some donuts for you. She says, all right, so I made her one or two and then showed her how. She then made several panfuls and sent them down to Rockland, just outside Camden. Everybody was delighted, and they never made donuts any more the other way, except the way I showed my mother.
Captain Hanson died in Quincy, Massachusetts. I think it was 1948. There was a man who opened Dunkin' Donuts in Quincy, Massachusetts. He was sort of honoring Captain Hanson Gregory. So that's the story.
Can you tell us anything else about the Gregory family?
Yes, I can, Ben. My ancestor, William Gregory, moved here way back in the 1700s, and he was a rather important man in these parts. He was also part of the ill-fated Penobscot expedition, which my other forebear on my father's side was on. They lived originally on the old county road, and Captain Hanson was his great-grandson.
Thanks, Miss Debbie. That was awesome. And thanks, Mr. Chris, as Captain Gregory. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for today. See you next time on the Spin of the Day. Next time we'll learn about Egypt. Just in case you think we only know about donuts in Maine, look at our 2 videos down here. Welcome to the Spin of the Day. The Spin of the Day is the Coast of Maine. We're here at the airport harbor. Welcome to the Spin of the Day. Okay. Next time on this one.
Okay, you ready?
Donuts next time on this one. Are you recording this? See you next time on the... No, wait, I see that.